Hello friends, this is Girish Amata. I am working for Sunbright Consultancy as a core Java trainer, and I will be taking your core Java training from whichever the date is decided by the consultancy firm. So here this is basically a demo which will cover that how we will be moving ahead with the core Java, what is the importance of core Java, and what will be the contents that is going to be covered in this 30 days training or 30 hours training. So starting with the importance of the core Java is a technology which is definitely based on object oriented programming, and nowadays if you talk about the statics about the uses of the core Java, if you talk about the percentage uses of the core Java or the Java technologies, around 42 to 50% you know of the percentage of total programming has been used or is going to be used in worldwide. So that 50% consumption of the programming language is taken by the core Java. So now you can see the importance of the core Java. If you go with any device, you talk about device in the sense your desktop PCs, your mobile phones, the different digital assistance devices, wherever you are going or wherever you are working with, on that the Java is being used, right? So if you talk about the developing web application, you can use Java at the server side also. If you are talking about the development of the mobile application, then definitely Java is immediate choice for Android programming, right? Any navigation system in car, right? In cloud computing, in in Hadoop, there are so many things in software testing. So like in software engineering, there are so many places where Java is being used, and the core Java is most essential part. Like from here onwards, you will be getting knowledge of that how you can use Java APIs, how you can make use of different Java classes. As it is object oriented language, you must be familiar with the C++. So after C++, the Java has been used with the object oriented features, and the it is more refinement of the C++. It is more stronger object oriented approach than your C++, right? So thank you very much, Sun Red Academy, for giving me this opportunity to deliver this training. So here you can see on my screen that what content actually we will be going to deliver in this 30 hours training or in this 30 days training. So we'll start with like what is Java and platform independency, why it is mostly said that Java is a platform independent language, because the bytecode which is generated by the class file can be transferred over the internet, and how it will be accessed or decoded on different machines, and what is the role of Java virtual machine, what is the special qualities or the capabilities that JVM has made a Java as a platform independence, and why and how Java has been used in mobile editions and standard editions, as well as the enterprise edition, which is nowadays very very famous in banking applications. So most banking applications or banking websites or banking companies are using Java as a mm, back technologies, and the important aspect in enterprise edition is Java works on the layered architecture. Layered architecture in the sense there are basically three layers. One is client layer, another one is middle layer, and the third one is database layer. So Java is a language where it can work on the middle layer, where it can interact with the clients and database also. So on the servers, on the web container, you can make use of the Java with your presentation logic. So as far as the presentation and business logics are concerned, you can use Java as a business logic. Let's say anybody had given the request of login, and somebody had entered the password and IDs over a simple HTML page, right? So this is presentation logic, where HTML page will render with the password IDs and password and ID in a text box, and there will be a button and colored page. But this request will be going to transfer, to server. So you can use Java at the server to validate the authentication of the client. So whichever the request has been, has been reported by the client. So in that sense, you can use Java as an enterprise edition. You can use Java as a on different layers of J2EE, on different layers of the servers. And coming back to the second hour or second day, we'll be seeing that how to run Java programs. So in first hour, we will be talking about the importance of Java that I already briefed you, like how we'll be going ahead. So in second hour, we'll be going on how to set the class path environment, how to troubleshoot the Java program, what will be the steps to run the Java program, how the first Java program looks like, what is the syntax of the Java program, what are the rules of the Java program, what is the common structures, what are the do's and don'ts. All these things will be covering in the second hour. Then moving ahead, the basic programming structure you must be knowing if you are quite familiar with the if else, switch, control logics, right? Conditional logics, and what are the different operators with the looping controls and all this. So these are the very basic. I'll scroll down to fourth lecture. So there will be like the important concept of Java starts from this fourth hour up to 3 hours. So the above 3 hours are just basic installation of the Java JDK, and then how to run the Java programs. So from this fourth hour, if you see this, using Java field and constructors and method, create and manipulate the string, these are the core Java concepts where it will show the importance of the Java, as well as how you will use different Java programming constructs in your projects. Right, moving ahead, we'll be dealing with the data for upward and downward typecasting. That means how to convert one one data type into another data type, and what are the shortcomings of the typecasting, what are the data that can be converted into a certain type, what are the data that cannot be converted into a certain type, what are the advantage and disadvantage of converting a type into another type. So this all will be discussed in this particular 5 hours. Moving ahead to 6 hours or 6 days, this is the very important concept of the Java, that is how you use inheritance in the Java, how to access the properties of the superclass into a subclass, what are the differences between C++ and Java inheritance, what were the shortcomings or what are the shortcomings with the Java, how it has been refined or done better way in Java, and like whatever the shortcomings were in C++. In the same manner, how you can use super keyword. So these are the parts. You don't need to worry about it, right? It will be like, for me, you must know basic C concept. If you don't know about C++, I don't really bother about it. Just basic C programming or any programming concept where at least you can use E4 or at least you have an idea of variables, what are the data types, what are the variables, what are the operators. That's it. I don't need anything else. I'm sure I'll be delivering up to that level, from that basic level. Right. So moving ahead to 7 hour, you can see that what are the access specifier that we'll be using in Java, private, protected. What are the access specifier? Those were in C++. How it is different in Java? The same. So we'll keep a comparison with the C++ also. So if you guys are moving from C++ to Java, then definitely it will be a good rate for you guys. Right. Moving ahead, what are the abstract class? What are the interfaces? What are the final keywords? And how the top level and nested level classes can be used? Right, how inner classes can be used in Java. Then moving ahead to this 12th hour, which is very important again, this 12th and 13th. Right, 12th and 13 hours, if you see this, creating custom generic classes, lambda functions, tree set, array list, hash map, DQ, ordering collection. This 12th and 13th hours are very important if you are targeting, or if you are eyeing to develop web applications in Java, or if you are trying to develop mobile application through Java and Android. These are the basically APIs available in the Java. APIs are nothing but the collection of predefined libraries, collection of predefined classes and method. Those you can directly use with, like arrays you are having. But in arrays, if you want to sort something, the programmer has to write the logic for sorting the data. But if you use the array list, let's say this array list, if you use this array list in Java, through these libraries, then you don't need to provide logic of sorting, you don't need to provide logic of sort, you don't need to provide logic of finding minimum element, you don't need to provide logic of finding maximum element, reverse, ascending, descending, whatever. That means you are using ready-made methods available by the Java. So Java has made it available for the programmer to use APIs, and these ready-made methods will be a great variety. There are so many methods that we'll be seeing ahead in our discussion. Then 14th part, this is builder pattern, the lambda syntax, stream interfaces, how lambda expression can be used. These are again used for the advanced Java purpose. We'll be seeing ahead. Then this moving ahead, this 16th type, if you see that this is very important package available in the Java. The package is nothing but the collection of libraries, and these libraries are again nothing but the collection of the classes and interface available in the Java. So like how you can use different core interface, producer, consumer, predict, function, supplier, like all these will be seen. So just this demo is basically the way in which we will be moving ahead, the way in which we will be learning this Java, right? So I don't want to discuss furthermore about like in what hours what we will be delivering. There is a PDF available through I'll make it available through Sunrider consultancy to all of you, and you can go through it, that what content actually we are covering. And if you find any sort of suggestion, that we can even change in due course of time also, but outline will be these only. So I'll be talking about these topics only, and these topic covers everything related, even most of the training. If you see, this is the richest content I have prepared for you guys, because many of the programming constructs and topics which are available in this particular training is considered as core advanced Java also. But we at Sunrise Consultancy, we are taking care of these topics in core Java itself, right? So you can see, like exception handling, that feature is not provided by the C and other languages, that we covering this topic into the Java. So complete file handling will be covering, complete the predefined date and timestamps we will be covering in this 21 and 22 hours, if you see, right? Then definitely moving ahead, that how multi-threading can be used, how parallelism can be used in Java, what are the thread can be created in Java, how you can create the thread, how to run the thread, how to switch between one thread to another thread. Then most important is JDBC API. This again, that's what I was discussing, that many of the concepts which are in this particular training belongs to advanced Java or the server side programming, but we have tried and we have made it in a compact way, that all of these topics you can get it with this training itself. So complete JDBC part will be taking in this training, will be connecting your application or your program to any database. Generally I take care with the do it with the your MySQL. If you want, we can have another database also. That's not an issue. Only one page has to be changed, and the remaining concept will be same. So thank you guys, thank you very much. And here in this particular demo, in this particular video, I'm just giving the brief like plan, or like how we will be moving ahead with the core Java. So that is what the aim goes, and I assure you that you'll be getting a good good result after this test. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.